Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mass Diva. Okay, you guys, guess what? We're going to be talking about an adult topic tonight, so I'm going to do what I can to not get demonetized, okay? So I can't, really go in like some of my friends do, so I'm going to try to just give you some straight talk about this without, seriously going there, but I also want to say what needs to be said. So, without further ado, let's get to this, okay? Now, here's the deal. Say, you're seeing this guy. This is like a new relationship. I'm not talking about your relationship that you've had for a long time. Your guy that you've been with for a while, okay? Now, I'm talking about your relationship that's new. Say, you're dating this guy, and he makes a request for you giving him head, okay? Let's just go there. All right, now this is what you don't want. I'm not saying there's something wrong with you doing that, okay? Now, there's a difference between him asking and you doing it. So I'm not saying there's something wrong with doing it. What I'm saying is there's something wrong with him asking. Say you guys are getting into it, and that's something you like to do. So you just start doing it. Okay, you like doing it, so you do it. Okay, that's cool. But say you guys are messing around and he asks for it. That's not cool. Es no bueno, okay? You don't want a guy who asks for it. And you're like, but why not? I like doing it. Why is it bad for him to ask for it when it's something I like doing and it's a specialty? I can't wait to show off my skills. Okay. He should not be asking for it, hun. No. Here's the deal. Okay. You're a sexy, gorgeous woman and everything like that. He should be getting turned on by you as a person. He should be wanting to see you with your clothes off. He should be getting turned on just by looking into your eyes. He should be getting turned on by your conversation. He should be getting turned on just by hanging out with you, okay? He should not be asking for particular favors, particular types of foreplays. He should not be asking for particular types of things. And you know what's ironic about it? The girl should be asking for particular types of foreplay. And you're like, that is just too crazy. Well, see, it's different when the girl asks for it. It's good. It's good for the woman to ask for certain types of foreplay. It's not good for the guy to. Okay, you want him to just be there for you and getting turned on by you. You should not. See, the thing is your vagina is sufficient, okay? He should just be only interested in that. He shouldn't be interested in anything but that. If you want to give him other things than that, you should just be giving it to him. You should ask him, hey, I want you to do this there. Or you should just be doing something with him. You shouldn't say, do you want me to do this? No, you should just initiate it. But if he's specifically asking to put it somewhere else besides your vagina, then it is a problem, okay? No, you don't want that, because what he's doing is he wants the act. He doesn't want you, he wants the act. Okay, and for whatever reason, he got turned on by the act because somebody else he's with is doing the act. He saw it on porn. His the last person he was with, they did that all the time. Okay, or here's something, he's cheating on somebody with you and they do it. He wants to see if maybe you do it better. So he has chick over here doing it, you're the side chick. Or he's cheating on you with somebody else and they're doing it. So now he wants you to do it. I mean, I know you don't want to think about your guy like that. But that is sometimes what that means. And you're like, oh my God, that's not always what it means, but that is sometimes what it means. So you have to take that into consideration. And, I'm not saying, oh, that means he's a cheater. No, not necessarily. And not usually, but that is sometimes what that means, okay? I'm sorry, but... So you don't want a guy who asks for a particular act. But guys, if you're with a girl who asks for a particular act, you could say no if you're not into it. But if the girl is asking for a particular thing, just be glad she's asking for a particular thing. Because that's somebody who knows what she likes and she's not afraid to ask you. So if a girl's asking for a particular thing, she's really comfortable with you, man. Be so glad, and be glad she's not like totally vanilla. Yay. That she wants to do like different stuff with you, man. Like be happy about that, right? So, but on the other hand, if you're a girl and a guy's asking you for like different stuff, it's just like the reverse, right? So here's situations where you want to avoid being asked for that. Okay, when I'm talking about avoiding hospitality, okay, you don't want to have like a Netflix and chill boyfriend, because the chances are, if you have a Netflix and chill boyfriend, you're hanging around, there's a bigger chance he's going to ask you to do that. And you're like, really? Yeah, because you're lying there, you're watching movies. That's a perfect time for him to ask you to do that. I know you're like, well, why not just ask to have the act? No, because chances are in one of those movies, in one of those shows, somebody is doing oral to somebody. Okay, well, he's going to ask you to do that. And you're already in a house, in a bed, or on a couch. Even better. Think about it. Someone's sitting down. Okay. Think about that for a minute. Alright, if you are in a house, like a house party, guys are going to be drinking, be getting high, and they're going to be around their buddies, and they're going to be making jokes about stuff like that. Like, they're going to be standing there, and there's going to be a table that hits them right there at their waist, and they're like, look where their table hits, ha 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 ha. Or someone's going to lean down and pick something up, and they're going to say, while you're down there, ha 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 ha. And people are going to start making jokes about stuff like that, and then they're going to look you in the eye, and they're going to start making little jokes about it and stuff like that. Okay, it's not a joke. They're letting you know they want you to do that. And they're going to go, oh, it's just a joke. It's not just a joke. And everyone's going to be making that joke because they all want their girlfriends to do it. Okay, pretty much, guys pretty much want that done. Now, if they don't want it done by you, they want it done by somebody. Okay, because a lot of guys have had it done before, or they've seen a porn movie, or, most adult guys have had that done at least, once by somebody, right? Or maybe you have done it at least with one person. Okay, so it's something that we're all adults here. We're all very familiar with it. Okay, so, and the thing is, when some women do it, some women really like doing it. Some women do it and have an orgasm while they do it. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do, but hun, it needs to be your idea. Okay, you don't want the guy to ask for it, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, I'm going to let you know right now, you can be like the world's best at doing it, and it can be your thing, and you can put it on the dude. You can be the best at doing it, but that doesn't mean he's not going to cheat on you. You can be so good at doing it, it's going to make him want to get it from somebody else. So don't think it's going to keep him from cheating on you. If he's a cheater, and he's just obsessed with getting it done, and you're like 100% good at it, he's just going to want it from somebody else. It's just going to turn him on so much, he's going to go want to get it from the next person, if he's just that type of guy. And if he's always talking about it, like even if you're doing it, and he's still always talking about it, that means that he's going to want to get it from somebody else. Especially if he's always joking around. If he's talking to his guy friends about it all the time, he probably wants his guy friends to do it too. I don't mean to be gross, but we're we're keeping it real, okay, in this episode, in this content that I'm making right now. Where this is, one of my adult topics, okay? I don't make these very often, but we're making it now. Okay, so you want to stay out of your house, his house parties, his friends were all joking around and stuff like that. That's going to start telling you a lot about it. Guys making head jokes all the time. Okay, women making head jokes are funny. Have you ever seen that Elvira movie where I guess she hit her head one time and someone's like, "How's your head?" She goes, "I've never had any complaints." Okay, see, that's hot when she said that, right? But when guys make head jokes, is it ever funny? No, they just seem like pigs, right? It's never hot when a guy makes a head joke. But when a woman makes a head joke, it's hot. See the difference? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So, if you want to do it, it's good. That not going to keep him from cheating. Not going to keep him from getting her from another woman or another man. If that's how he is. Okay, so if you do it because it turns you on and you want to, okay? Do it for yourself. Do it because you're into it. But if he's asking for it and stuff like that, he wants it because it's the act. He doesn't want it because you turn him on. It has nothing to do with you at all. In fact, it might make him lose respect for you. And if you say no to a guy about doing that, I don't want you to feel bad about yourself. Because your vagina is enough. It's more than enough. Especially if it's fire. Okay, if your vagina is fire, you don't need to do things like that. Okay, your vagina is more than enough. That's why God made it. Okay, it's more than enough. And your man should just be like excited that he gets to sleep with you. Okay, but if you're getting taken out in public and doing things in public and stuff like that, you're not gonna get asked for head requests and stuff like that. You're gonna get asked, how's your food taste? Not how does my taste, okay? That kind of thing. I'm just keeping it real. He's going to want to really cater to you and do nice things for you. He's not going to be asking selfish requests for stuff like that. You guys are going to enjoy each other's company more as people, and he's not going to be thinking of you as a sexual favor. Okay? If you ask him to do that thing for you, and he's asking if he can do that thing for you, do you like that? I was with a guy that wanted to do that for me all the time, but he wasn't very good at it. And I'm like, there's other things that I liked better, and I was always asking him to do the other thing, and he wouldn't do the other thing that I liked. So I was just like, well, yeah, if you like to give me oral, but you're not good at it. So if a guy wants to give me oral, he needs to be good at it. Like, don't try to give me oral if you're just not going to be good at it. I only like guys that do that if they're good at it. I mean, don't always try to do something for me unless you're going to be good at it. Like, that's really annoying. I mean, because you're the only one enjoying it. Right? Aren't I supposed to enjoy it if you're doing me a favor? You're not really doing it for me, are you? Hello? So, just saying. So, yeah, that's so you're going to want to avoid hospitality situations. You're going to want to avoid listening to your guy and his friends joke around about that stuff. You're going to want to just kind of wonder if, they're, bros before hoes. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm talking about? If they're making little jokes about that kind of stuff, you might want to just back up off him and be around guys that want to take you out, and don't hang around houses and stuff. Don't be Netflix and chill. Don't be, if he, can I come over? Why don't you take me out somewhere? Don't, if he asks you, just, tell him, don't ask me to do that again. If I wanted to do it, I'd do it for you. And then, tell him not to bring that up again. Or just like point blank go, I think my vagina is good enough. And just back him in a corner. Because, it really is. He wants a sex act. He's really devaluing you if he's really, like, asking for that. You know what I mean? It's really, it's extremely disrespectful. And if you don't believe me, go get, like, a guy friend you trust. Like a cool guy friend, okay? Not one who's trying to sleep with you. Like, a cool guy friend. And say, dude, is this disrespectful or not? Because, like, I'm another lady telling you this, but, like, get a guy friend that you really, really trust, okay? And be like, hey, if a guy does this, this, and this, is this, like, disrespectful? And he'll be like, yeah, it really is. So, I'm not saying it'll necessarily make him, have other girls do it for him and guys do it for him, but, that might possibly open up the gate. And he might cheat on you and have someone else do it for him. That's a possibility. But, does he love you in the first place if he does something like that? Nah, I don't know. Make up your mind about that. But, think about it. If he has a disease, it's in your mouth. And it's on your mouth after you do that. And I'm just keeping it real. Gross. Okay? Do you want something, like, incurable in your throat and on your mouth for the rest of your life? No. Okay, so just keep in mind, he's not valuing you when he's asking you if you'll do that for him. So, yeah. If you have any comments, please do not get me in trouble, okay? Because they might not show up, and you might have to reword them in order for them to show up. So if they don't, please just think of the way you're wording them. Okay, because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm not monetized yet, okay? So, try not to put any, like, bad words, like the D word, the P word, stuff like that, okay? And I hope this has been very enlightening. And, girls, ask for favors that you want, because, guys don't feel demoralized by stuff like that. They're like, yeah, I'll do that, Guys don't ask girls for stuff. Guys like to be objectified, and guys like to be asked for certain stuff. In fact, they're glad to know. They're glad to know you want things. Girls, guys don't ask girls for stuff. It's just kind of like the reverse applies with the reverse, okay? And, quit being disrespectful, you guys. Quit joking around. Quit, just stop, please. Please just stop, okay? Alright, otherworldlies. I love you guys, and I hope this has been very helpful. And you guys have a wonderful evening. Good night.